This is Christine Brown, and while I have to listen to this podcast as my motherly duty, you have the choice not to. My sons sometimes say some naughty things when they're trying to be funny, but really, they're just being stupid. If you still want to listen, go right ahead. I am not your mother.
Welcome back to the Patriots Dynasty podcast, the podcast where we normally rewatch every game of the Patriots Dynasty and tell you about them in full detail. It is me, your host, Andy Brown, and with me today are the brothers Brown, Steve and Greg, who are actually there together. How you doing, boys?
Yeah, Greg paid me to be here. I'm only here so I don't get fined.
We have one microphone between the two of us.
Two dudes, one mic.
It should be a fucking eventful.
Yeah, you boys got to snuggle in close so we can hear you both. I want your heads to touch.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Is us God?
Oh, God. This is great radio.
This is radio? Right. I thought this was a podcast.
It is. That's a type of radio.
Two guys, one candy cane.
I have so many questions, but none.
We're going to meet in the middle, Andy.
Okay.
Yeah. Big turns.
You ever seen Lady and the Tramp? Steve's the Tramp.
That feels right.
You're no lady.
I don't know.
You're supposed to be nice to me, Greg. It's Christmas.
Yeah. What the fuck, Greg?
The Christmas episode.
Yes. So normally we would be doing a game, but I will put my hand up in full transparency. I have not had time to do any prep for this. So we are winging it today. We're doing a Christmas episode because it's almost Christmas. It is December 16th. So we're getting close.
Tis the season.
Tis the season. So, Greg had some ideas on what he wanted to do for the podcast. So, Greg, what do you got for us?
Well, I figure we could start by you telling me how you've been getting festive this year, Andy.
Oh, that's a good question.
Have you been naughty or nice?
Both. So, let's see. This past weekend, we had a Christmas brunch with some friends where I got to wear my Christmas onesie.
Oh, classic.
Yep. The one, it's a naughty Christmas onesie. So it only gets to come out once a year. And it says,
you wore it in public?
I have worn it in public before, but that is now frowned upon in this establishment.
Oh, yes.
Because I am quote unquote an adult. And so I shouldn't be wearing that sort of stuff. And I may have to get retired because I don't know if we've announced this on the podcast, but my wife is pregnant and we are having our first child in end of January. So it may have to get retired after that because it has swear words on it. And so we're not going to teach this child swear words.
Your kid won't be able to read till like 15.
Yeah, you're good. You got plenty more years out of this thing. What are those reindeers doing to each other? They're just cuddling.
Yeah, no, they're very cuddly, the reindeers on it. So that's how I've gotten in the spirit. What about you guys? Steve is wearing his Christmas hat right now already.
Yeah, I've been wearing this Patriot Santa hat every December, every single day of December for years now. It's great because Christmas time, no one knows you haven't showered because you can't keep your hair.
I'm going to say they do.
I think the smell, probably.
Well, it's not immediately obvious by viewing me.
You're such a disgusting creature of habit.
Oh, yeah.
It's the worst. Well, I've been watching tons of like shitty Hallmark Christmas movies.
What's your favorite so far?
Well, they're all the same. That's the thing. It is literally every trope is in every goddamn one of them. It's
all right, write one for me now.
The uptight, successful lawyer from the big city, lady lawyer, has to go to like a small town, and she meets like hardworking, humble guy
who wears a lot of carpet.
But they initially don't get along. And then she has always some lie going on where she's pretending she's someone she's not. That's different, everyone, but there's always a lie. And then she falls in love with him, and then he finds out about the lie. And then
forgives her
because it's Christmas. And then the whole shebang bang. There's always charity involved. Every single one of these fucking movies, they're holding some sort of charity function, and it drives me crazy.
So should we write a Patriots themed one?
Yeah,
I feel like we could do that.
The charity can be for kids who can't read good or do other stuff good as well.
Oh, God. So
we could do it. We could do it.
We didn't make a lot of progress on our other book project, though.
That's true. I still have that up, though. It's an open tab on my computer. Yeah.
How many pages into it are you?
Page and a half.
For those that don't remember, this is our Bill Belichick erotic fiction.
It's on my computer. It's Untitled Patriots Erotica is the name of the document.
I thought we decided it was going to be Bill Belichick.
No, we decided that everybody writes a chapter, so you can take it wherever the hell you want.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So
I'm going to sign myself up to do that and then not do it
again.
You already did.
Yeah.
You were supposed to go first.
Yeah. Well,
nothing. I feel like that we couldn't top that Cam Newton erotica one. So
I'm fairly confident we could.
What about a Christmas erotica? Because that's what's missing from these movies is penetration. Graphic penetration.
Preferably by elves.
And penetration puns. There has to be lots of puns in there.
Yes.
Shitting holiday cookies.
All right. So what do we got on the docket here? We're going to go over the Patriots' coldest games.
Okay.
In history. Nice. We're going to do a snake draft of Christmas songs.
Oh.
Did you prepare for that at all, Andy?
I did not.
Steve, did you?
I can't even remember a song's lyrics.
Okay. Well, I guess I could just list mine because I have a bunch.
Okay.
we can do
come up
Christmas, with Christmas experiences too. Like a sleigh ride or something.
You gonna power rank them?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same thing as a draft. And then we can do some predictions for the rest of the year as we're currently in week 15. And everybody knows once Christmas comes, that's when the NFL really gets serious.
That's
right.
You start playing well.
Yeah.
That's when the teams are who they're going to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
The dregs filter to the bottom.
Yes.
Urban Meyer.
Like the Jaguars, yeah.
Urban Meyer, noted dreg.
Yes. Noted bottom.
Noted bottom.
Oh my goodness. So is that has to be the first time a coach has gotten fired midway through his first season?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. Not that I can remember.
Because Petrino's, he's the only one I can think of, but he quit. He just left halfway through.
Saban left after like a year and a half,
something like that.
Yeah, but he didn't get fired though. So this may be. I saw a list of the shortest terms of head coach employment. Shortest on that list, Bill Belichick, 1 day, head coach of the New York Jets.
Oh yeah, good point.
It's pretty good.
Well, let's use that as our launching point into the Patriots' coldest games, or any of them more degrees than Urban Meyer has weeks coaching in the NFL.
Or has wins.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, so let's see what we got. Yeah, I have a list here. I'm assuming, Greg, you have the same list.
Yeah, you want to start at 10?
Start at 10. Okay, where's number 10? Okay, I see I have two that are tied for 10.
You guys are looking at different
We're
lists.
at the same list.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, good. All right. So number 10, January 10th, 2015. Oh, this was a good one. This was not just one of the coldest games, but also one of the best games.
Yeah, that's the down 14 twice, right?
Yep. It's the New England Patriots, Baltimore Ravens AFC divisional, I think it was.
Yep.
I think the main name for this game is Edelman to Amendola.
Yeah.
Yep. Or when they ran the tight end package.
Yeah. Learn the playbook.
Yeah, learn the playbook. That's right. Yeah. There's a bunch in this game.
That game is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the song that everybody's singing halfway through too.
By the way, not to get us off track, but have you guys been watching Man in the Arena?
I watched the first two.
I have not. I'm saving them all, but I heard the fourth one was really hard to watch.
Oh, dude, it's the best one though.
Is it?
Oh, it's
turn the lights down.
It's better drama than the other ones. Like the other ones,
that's fair.
Probably because I've like rewatched a bunch of
how many
like those Super Bowls, so I kind of know all the plays. There's one for every Super Bowl.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So the one with the 17-1 was. I had forgotten shit because I haven't
been to. Not every Super Bowl we won.
Yeah.
18-1. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to gear myself up for that. I think
It was a trip, but there's one scene in the middle where they're playing Queens. Another one bites the dust as they're crushing through teams, and it's just this sick montage. And it was Goosebumps City, dude. I was like, pop, 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 pop.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to get to the 2007 season.
Yeah,
most of it.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Such a great team.
Oh my god, yeah.
You think there'll be more man in the arenas made than Urban Meyer has weeks coaching?
Not if they're doing it for every Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're gonna have to keep going, right?
Only 10.
Well, Tom Brady's not done.
Also, Tommy gets a little cussy in it. He's dropping F-bombs, dropping S-bombs.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can see him being a fiery character.
Yeah, a couple
Tommy?
of hard R's.
Uh-huh. Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding. Be crazy.
Jesus.
All right, so number 9.
All right, do we want to say the temperature in that?
Oh, 20 degrees.
20 degrees.
This is game time. Both of those, well, at least, what was the other tied one? You know, it said
2010.
Patriots versus Ravens.
Oh, that's when they lost in the playoffs, and they had Ray Rice at first play.
Was that cold?
I
think it was like sunny in the day.
It's January.
Yeah.
But that was one was at night, like a nighttime playoff game. One was a daytime with the sun.
That was also, yeah, that's true. But that was also the first time Edelman was at Julian Edelman in that game.
Mm-hmm.
He had that. He converted a 4th down on a wide receiver screen by like fighting through 5 guys, and they got called back for holding, and then he converted it again.
Attaboy Jules.
Boy's a monster. Yeah. So that's when I fell in love with Julian Edelman. Was that day. That was the only good thing to come out of that game. All right, number 9. I remember this game too. This was not a great game, I don't think. But I remember it being super fucking cold. December 18th, 2016, New England Patriots at the Denver Broncos, Mile High. Game time temperature, 18 degrees.
I don't remember this game at all.
So there's the same amount of degrees. This was, I believe the only play of note in this was the Patriots recovering a muffed punt by the Broncos early on and scoring a touchdown off of it. And then that was the only score. Yeah, the game ended 16-3. Not much in that.
I feel like we're the ones muffin punts in Denver.
That's probably on this list too. It might be a little higher, but yeah, that was a rough game. Yeah, that's higher up. That's number 19. Yeesh. That was the Brock Osweiler game.
I don't want to think about that game.
No. All right. Well, we're sticking in Denver for number 8. This is all the way back in 1991, so before Steven remembers football.
Oh, you remember this game, Andy?
All right. This was probably the game where Mom was yelling at the TV about John Elway, rip his fucking leg off, I believe.
No, Steve Young, Andy. Hey.
It was not.
No way Andy remembers this game.
There's no way.
He was like 5.
It could have been this game. Well, I remember her yelling that at the TV. It could have been this game.
Steve Young.
1991. Patriots lose 20-3 to the Broncos and John Elway.
Yeah.
They're still in the old uniforms at this point.
Yeah, both teams in the old uniforms. Those are both some dope uniforms. I wouldn't mind seeing Denver go back to those, especially the helmets.
These are more recent. It's funny because they always tell us that the earth is warming, but we're seeing that there's a lot of recent games have been cold.
Or maybe Patriots are playing more games recently in January and February.
Ooh, I think that's probably it. Yeah, because this game from 1991 was December 1st.
All right, number 7, New Year's Eve, 2017 against the Jets. Ooh. Game time temperature 13 degrees. Patriots win 26-6.
Lock up home field advantage in the playoffs.
Oh, Bryce Petty. James Harrison gets 2 sacks from James Harrison.
I remember this game. Yeah, this was the game. The Jets had already given up on the season at this point. I remember this.
Yeah, they're starting Bryce Petty.
Yeah, of course they're fucking giving up.
All right, number 6, we got a 1977 Schaefer Stadium, 12.7 degrees, a 14-10 win against Miami.
That must have been tough to sit through.
Yeah.
Sitting on the metal bleachers.
Oh, those just
In the Patriots of the 70s.
Oh.
The Patriots scored 2 touchdowns in the first quarter and then sat on the lead.
Oh, yeah. That was a
Yuck.
slog.
This was another low passing game, though. There wasn't much passing involved for the Patriots as Steve Grogan finished 6 of 10 on the day, similar to a game we've watched recently against an AFC East divisional foe, compared to 51 handoffs.
51 running plays versus 10 pass.
How many running plays did the Patriots run against the Bills this year?
42 or something like that.
Yeah, it's 40 something. Yeah, that's what I thought. Man, 51 handoffs. That's just that's the game plan.
Oh, imagine watching that in person. It's freezing. It's 13 degrees, you said? He's sitting on a metal bleacher. You scored 2 touchdowns early. You're all excited. And then they just hand the ball off the entire time, the rest of the game.
It's like what it was like in Buffalo.
Just make it end.
I literally went to that game 2 weeks ago.
How was it?
No, but I'm saying you just described the game I just went to.
You just wanted to be over? So miserable.
No, I enjoyed it.
Love that.
All right. Number 5, 1989 Patriots hosting the Rams from Los Angeles, 12.4 degrees.
12.4.
Oh, the LA Rams before they're the new LA Rams.
Correct. Yeah, the original LA Rams.
Gotcha.
Don't remember anything from that.
Nope.
Oh, Andrew remembers it.
Still a Grogan game.
January 2005 at Pittsburgh, 11 degrees.
Oh.
So this was a playoff game.
It's got to be, yeah. 05.
Oh, yes.
Wait, it would be 04.
So this is
yeah, you're right.
Because they're avenging the loss from when they broke up the street.
Yeah, so we'll get back to this one.
Doesn't Brady have the flu or something in this game too?
They all do.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady said it's the best game that they ever played.
Saying something. Since
Most
he's been playing for
complete,
20 years.
most complete, like ruthless victory.
Final score?
41-27 Pats.
Oh,
Just a
and
shit
weren't they like
kicking.
15-1 at that point too? They were like, they only had one loss. Rookie Ben Roethlisberger.
Rookie Big Ben.
Yeah, but I don't think Ben Roethlisberger had lost a game in his career up to that point because that one loss was their first week of the season, and then he came in the second game or something.
I love that.
Beautiful.
All right, number 3. Do you remember this one, Andy? 1963, Boston Patriots
I do. Like it was the back of my hand.
at Kansas City, 9.2 degrees.
Woof.
Got shellac 35-3.
That's so miserable.
Kansas City. Kansas City is like a sneaky cold place, I feel.
Right? It's kind of in the South, you'd think. Missouri? Wait, is
That American school system.
Kansas City's in Missouri.
Well, no, Kansas City's in 2 states, isn't it?
Well, it's not
That's
in
correct.
Kansas. That's what.
It's definitely
That's
not in
why it's
Kansas.
confusing. But it's on the border of Kansas and Missouri.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe I thought it was Missouri and Mississippi.
Mississippi. You're the wrong geographical region altogether.
Wow. Steve.
All right, number 2. We've gone over this one. January 10th, 2004 against the Titans. Game time temperature 4 degrees.
Woof.
And like these like playoff ones are, they're late at night too. They're not having
wind chill,
one-
yeah.
wind chill -11.
That's right. I remember that.
I remember
Yeah.
this game being super physical too. Like everyone was hitting each other hard.
Yep.
Well,
And this was the game that Bethel Johnson caught that long touchdown, wasn't it?
I
Yeah,
believe
right.
so.
Started off. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Willie McGinnis was credited with a sack on whoever their tight end was at the time. Wycheck, maybe? Because they threw a pass to him and like he stepped back as if he was going to pass and he just didn't get blocked. So McGinnis got a sack on the tight end.
How about Fryermuth? Is there a better tight end name than Fryermuth?
That's a good one. I thought it was Pfeiffermuth, but
Not Fryermuth, no.
I read it.
Fryermuth, dude. We got to trade for that bastard.
Yeah, that's a great name.
Good.
He's really good. All right, number 1. 1989 Patriots at Steelers, Three Rivers Stadium. Game time temperature 3.0 degrees.
Yikes. I'm pretty sure my freezer doesn't get down to that temperature. That's fucking cold.
So it's what? At Pittsburgh, at New England, at Kansas City.
Yeah.
Those are really it.
Denver.
No, at Denver. The surprise is no at Buffalo.
So am I, actually. I know there's been some cold games at Buffalo.
Yeah.
We're at like Minnesota or something, I guess.
Oh, at Buffalo's number 12. It's right outside the top 10. 1963.
Tied for 17th, 2013. Patriots versus Peyton Manning. I was just at this game.
Oh yeah, wasn't that the game where you were in the nosebleeds and you had a beer and you had to drink it before it froze?
Well, I didn't finish it because it froze in my hand. And they were down 24-0 at halftime. Yep. And Mita was like, "We're leaving," and I was like, "Let's give them one drive in the second half."
Yep.
And they came all the way back and won in overtime.
They sure did.
And it was, I think Welker muffed the punt in that game, right? And they took the wind.
Was that game?
Ball in overtime.
Yes, that's right. Right. Yeah. Because the Patriots took the win.
I don't think Welker muffed it, but he called off it late and it bounced and hit somebody.
It hit somebody else. Exactly. That was awesome.
That's the worst thing. That's what I'm saying. These are all like game time temperature coldest ranking, but like, what is like the real feel?
Well, what's the wind chill?
I don't think they had real feel back in the 70s.
Like the 1 o'clock games versus like an 8 p.m. game are totally different.
Are they
a lot colder from 8 till midnight than it will from 1 to 4?
That's true. It's a good point.
See, you hear that, Andy? It's a giving season. Greg's giving compliments.
Not to me.
Are you guys getting some snow up there, Andy?
We're supposed to get snow tomorrow, yes.
Yeah? What are you going to get?
Saturday. Plowable is what they're calling it.
Plowable. That's a good way to describe it.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Right.
He's all choked up about it. He's so happy.
It's okay, Andy. We'll be there soon.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
All right. Christmas song snake draft.
Okay.
Kelly just walked by and gave me the dirtiest look.
Why?
I can't imagine why.
Christmas. She's a goddamn Grinch.
She is not wearing anything Christmas themed.
How dare she?
Neither is Greg.
All right. Who wants to start us off? I'll start us off.
Yeah, you clearly have the most to gain or lose.
With my first overall pick, I'm going with Christmas in Hollis by Run DMC.
Oh, that is
it's the best one. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's not cheap. Well, it is cheesy, but it's kind of listenable. It's a great song.
All right. My second round pick is going to be anything off the Now That's What I Call Christmas.
Well, you don't even know what it's called. So, and half of my list is from that. So.
What is it called?
A Very Special Christmas.
Yes. I feel like it's the same people who did the Now That's What I Call whatever music was, and that was
essentially the same thing where they got celebrities or like popular singers at the time to do Christmas songs.
Which is where that Run DMC song came from, right?
Correct.
From that album.
Yeah.
Yes. So everything on that album is my second round pick. So good luck, Greg.
Okay. I don't think you can do that. See,
I just did.
So for somebody who says he's the most Christmas guy here, Steve.
Yeah.
Not being able to name one Christmas song is not a good look.
You guys are looking like schlubs.
But you don't even have lights on your house.
You don't even know it's Christmas.
Right? I bet you don't even have a Christmas tree up in your house.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
No.
Ha.
Look at that shit.
We're gone for 2 weeks.
Oh, I could be home for one day in December. I have a damn Christmas tree up.
Okay, great.
It's about putting it up. That's the fun part.
Yeah, that's right.
Drinking some nog, getting real eggy.
Nah.
Thank you, Greggy. Getting eggy with it.
Have yourself a very eggy Christmas.
Okay, that's clearly Greg's next one.
I do.
All right, I'm going to pick All I Want for Christmas Is You, the Mariah Carey version.
Yeah, I mean that's
the sexiest Christmas song there is.
Well, and it's just everyone loves that.
Everywhere, yeah.
Okay.
You know how popular that is, right, Andy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Like it's like it hits like the top 10 billboards every single year, and she makes so much royalties off that thing.
Oh yeah, every single year.
It's super catchy though. Like you can be as tough guy as you want, but if you don't admit that song slaps and Taylor Swift "Shake It Off" slaps, then you're lying to yourself.
You're singing along to both of them if you're in the car by yourself.
Songs, as soon you can hear them a million times. As soon as they come on, you're like, yeah, this is jam.
Taylor Swift needs a Christmas song is what really needs to happen.
I bet she does.
Not one that slaps.
Yeah, clearly not. We're not talking about it.
All right, I'll do Santa Claus coming to town.
Andy's going again.
Oh.
It's Snake Draft.
Oh, that's right.
No, he just went with Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a snake draft, Steve. Good Lord.
We have to get like snakes involved.
You're so good at this. You're almost as good at this as you are at Christmas. I'm gonna pick the Chipmunks Christmas Song.
That feels so bad.
He's going opposite ends of the spectrum. Mariah
Exactly.
Carey, the Chipmunks Christmas.
The Chipmunks one is so bad.
But it's universally hated.
Yeah, but if you are under the age of 10, you fucking love that song until you
all
turn
right,
10.
fair enough. Fair enough.
So I'm getting both ends of the spectrum here. In terms
Wait till you hear the shit I'm about to hit you with.
Oh boy.
Oh jeez. I'll stick with my
Steve's up next.
I find that song weird.
All right. For mine, speaking of when you were 10, remember in like chorus when you do Rudolph the Rednose Reindeer and they let you add the pizzazz lines in it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Like you'll go down in history like George Washington.
Yeah, like Pinocchio.
Yeah, the teacher used to like let you say it. You have to sing it once regular, and then
Yeah.
she'd let all the kids sing it with this.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was a real song.
That's
No.
pretty good.
Yeah. Shout out Walter F. Haigh. Walter
F.
fucking Haigh.
That was the first name of that guy, Walter.
Walter
Mhm.
F. Haigh. Yeah. All right, so it's me again. All right,
Mhm.
I am going to go with. Baby, it's cold outside, just because everyone hates that one.
Ooh.
That was problematic, Greg.
Wicked problematic. I actually
That's it.
looked up the lyrics. Can you search this for me, Steve?
Yeah, they're rough.
Because I want to read a couple to you.
It's just like ever so slightly rapey, which is the problem, I think.
The whole thing's
Kelly
super rapey.
Kelly has a
Yeah.
problem with it from downstairs.
Yeah.
uh,
Let's see.
I feel like it's like an old time song though, right? Isn't it like
Oh yeah, it's super
20s?
old timey, but the whole premise of the song is like he's saying you
Yeah.
should stay, and she's like I should leave, and then she says like, "Say what's in this drink? What's in this drink, dude?" And she's like, "I shouldn't go," and he's like, "Well, maybe just a half a drink more." And then by the end, I'm pretty sure they bang, and she's like, "I'm really gonna regret this one."
yeah. And she's all like, what will other people think? He's like, who the
Yeah.
fuck cares?
My sister will be suspicious. And then his line is, "Gosh, your lips look delicious." What, dude?
This is probably pre-date
It's-
rape drugs though, right?
It's creepy. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
What came out first, Rohypnol or Baby It's Cold Outside?
I'm not Googling that.
Look, that one's
All right, I'll bring
Yeah.
it back. I'll take Jingle Bells, the classic.
Jingle Bell. by the way.
Steve. All right. I'm gonna take, I don't know the name of it. I think it's just White Christmas. I'm dreaming of a
know that one.
white Christmas. Yes, you do.
No, I don't know that one. Keep going.
Everybody knows it. That's all I know.
I don't know that one.
But I just sing that over and over again at Erin, and she gets super annoyed at me every time it snows.
Yeah, because he really be a baritone in that one too, you know? He started low, like, "I'm,"
Yeah,
right?
you got it. Yeah,
You do?
You really get down deep with that.
yeah. You have to sing it from your nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, it's not worth it.
It's true.
From your white nuts?
Sure.
I'm gonna take.
Well,
It's not your turn. Say,
Oh,
so
come
bad, it's
on.
Greg, can you teach him how to do a snake draft? Can you like
Where
write
are
it
the
out?
snakes? I haven't seen a
He
single
doesn't even have
snake.
to do anything. You have to wait till we tell him it's his turn.
I'm gonna take basically any song from Trans-Siberian Orchestra because they all sound the same, but they're all like heavy metal Christmas, and that is right up my fucking alley.
That's a good one. That's
Love
a good
that shit.
I'm gonna do the not problematic song that weird people find problematic. The Mommy Kissing Santa.
One.
Okay.
Because you know there's some real weird people who are like, what? She's cheating on her husband? She has a child.
It's an odd concept for a song, though.
A little bit.
Until you get that dad is Santa.
Oh. Just never put that together.
You are
correct.
You know, season of giving, Greg. I'm giving you new information about that.
See,
song.
but I was okay with it, even if it wasn't dad.
Well, yeah, you bang Santa too.
Yeah, if it's just yes, you got to give Santa his props.
You let Santa slip in your chimney.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Right on that sleigh. All right. I have two more here. So one of them, super underrated. It's kind of a niche one. "Christmas All Over Again" by Tom Petty.
Oh yeah,
I do love that.
That song
very
fucking
underrated.
rules. Dude.
Underrated for sure.
If you haven't heard it, go listen to it.
Mhm.
And then my last one, I have "This Is Our House" by Gillette Stadium. Because that's
It's
a
more of a
Christmas song, baby.
It's a holiday song for sure.
This is our house. It's a Christmas song.
Okay. Have you ever played on
I'll
Christmas
give you that. I'll give you that.
Well, this is when we start scoring touchdowns. Right.
That's
Christmas
correct.
season? It's Christmas season.
And there's nothing better than when you're fucking freezing cold at Gillette Stadium
And
and they
comes
score
out.
and you're kind of shit faced and you're just screaming this song.
God, this shit face.
So much fun. Dude.
Yeah.
Kind
Coming from the guy who's seen the inside of the Gillette Stadium drunk tank. Kind of shit faced.
All right, Steve's turn.
I got no. I mean, I'm
All
good.
right.
Just list off all your favorite Christmas songs, Greg, because this is clearly a exercise.
I already
to do
gave
that.
all mine.
Yeah.
There we go. Isn't that how snake drafts end? Just
He just fizzles out. It eats its own tail. Yeah.
I will say one thing though. I can't stand the Jesus ones. The gospel.
Like what?
Let's. I think it's 2021. Let's get God out of the whole Christmas thing now, right? We'll move on.
Is this the hot take you've been holding on, Greg? Take Jesus out of Christmas. Take Christ out of Christmas.
Yeah, dude. Your Jewish friends celebrate Christmas.
What would you rename it to be then?
I don't think you have to rename it.
It's named Christ Mass.
No, it's like Kleenex. It's like the brand is like overcome.
No,
what
it's like
the
Band-Aid.
actual-
Band-Aid.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right. Did you have any more, Andy, you wanted to chime in with?
I had one and you just reminded me of it, but it's gone now. So I will shout it out in
Oh, holy night.
inopportune.
Very religious.
Oh no, it's the Christmas song that Mom sings every time we go visiting on Christmas.
What, her little
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
the death
That's the
whistle?
one. No, we wish we
Yep.
the what?
Should we explain the death whistle?
Give me the death. I don't. What's the death whistle?
Oh, you must know. You know how like when mom's like doing like tidy work around the house?
Oh yeah.
She does that little like kind of like can't hear it whistle. It's just like,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Dad says that that's the noise his mom made when she was dying, when she was on her deathbed.
Holy shit!
So he calls it the death whistle.
I have not heard this. I know the whistle you're talking about.
Her dad.
I do that whistle too.
Oh, yeah. I do the same whistle sometimes.
Yeah. Jesus Christ!
That's a ridiculous.
But the best Christmas
That's not very
whistling
Christmas.
song.
It's Jingle Bells.
That song rules to whistle.
Jingle Bells?
Yeah, is that Jingle Bells?
That's not Jingle Bells, you idiot.
Sleigh bells ringling, ding, 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 ding.
This is something else.
Greg's a big whistler.
Yeah. What does Mom sing though?
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
It's like her version of Happy Birthday.
Yeah, in a British
When
accent.
does she sing it? Whenever we when we go see Yvonne Bow and all.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And then Dad follows up with the figgy pudding line. And we won't go until we got some.
And we won't leave till we get some.
Yeah, we won't go until we got some.
That's good.
Figgy pudding is
Figgy-
probably disgusting.
I
right?
bet it's so
People?
great.
There's no way it's good. There's absolutely no way.
Yeah, that's true. All right. I have another segment here
Ooh,
that we can kind of shoehorn in here.
Greg with the most
Um,
notes on this podcast episode, by the way. Look at this.
Yeah, this is the most. This is the most he's participated in an episode. in
Well, dude,
months.
I'm getting festive.
We're wearing it.
Tis the season.
Tis the season.
All right. These are my Kris Kringle Bermanisms.
Oh my goodness.
See what I did there?
I do.
All right. This is just Patriots roster. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Chase Winovich.
Oh, not bad.
Okay.
Start on strong.
Where that came from.
Old Saint Nick Folk.
Oh, these are good.
Yeah. Okay. Brian Ho Hoyer.
Oh.
Kendrick born in Bethlehem.
Oh.
Jesus Christ Jackson. That one's kind of a stretch.
That was tough.
Yeah.
And I had just written down Matthew Judon with some sort of Hanukkah joke, but I couldn't fit one in there.
JEO-DON?
Yes.
Okay.
Judon. Yeah.
You started out too strong. You should have started out with those stretches. And
Although those he came out hot. Those are probably the best ones
Hoyer?
you've come up with.
Hoyer, Old Saint Nick.
Yeah.
Because he is old.
Kendrick born in Bethlehem.
Kendrick born in Bethlehem. That one is fucking
Yeah,
perfect.
That's good.
I was most proud of that one.
No, Chase Winovich is my favorite.
Chase Winovich.
Nailed it. Is that what you did today? You just came up with those? You didn't work?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I came here and he's like, oh, coming up with segment ideas for the podcast. Should be working.
All right. Predictions.
Yeah, time to look towards the future now. It's not something we do very often.
All right.
So wait, before you start, I told you I had a hot take, and this is the perfect segue because
I thought the hot take was I got it confused. I thought it was Greg saying Jesus shouldn't be in Christmas.
well, that's his hot take. I got my own.
Okay.
Mine's football related. So if you recall, in our emergency episode when the Patriots signed Cam Newton, I had
an erection.
Yes. And it was because I had a story all planned out as to how the season would go, if you recall.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Very detailed. And it was basically a repeat of 2001. And I would just like to point out that I wasn't wrong. I was just a year too early.
Well, and you had a different player playing quarterback.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I had the new guy playing quarterback.
Doesn't matter.
I had the new unproven guy playing quarterback.
Well, Andy, I'll get some clarity on your hot take. Who's the big bad wolf, aka the greatest show on turf? In your new
Tom Brady.
Why isn't it the Rams?
Because the Rams aren't as good.
The Rams are good.
Not as good as Tom Brady. Not offensively.
The Rams is the best defensive player in the league.
But we're talking about offense. They have to play an offensive powerhouse in the Super Bowl, Steve. And then they come up. Huh?
What about the Cardinals? Yep. What about the Packers?
Because they haven't played that team already and got a moral victory in a close loss against a team that was in the Super Bowl previously.
We don't do moral victories in New England, Andy.
Yeah. We did in 2001 against the Rams in the regular season.
I don't believe that. No.
Belichick doesn't do that.
He did. Yeah, Belichick told me it wasn't. Oh, want to hear my hot take?
What's your hot take?
Belichick. Everyone's praising Belichick for that win against the Bills.
Oh, there should be.
If the Bills hit a field goal earlier, he's like, they're going to tell him he's like the worst coach in the world.
Well, it could even been they went 0 blitz on the last down. Even if they hit that as a touchdown, it's game over.
Yeah.
And the entire narrative would flip.
The entire narrative. We're such like a results-driven, like media reactionary thing.
Well, your hot take is dumb because if they hit a field goal earlier, they probably would have passed more. They would have
exactly. Yeah. If they had gone for 2 when they scored a touchdown, it would have been a different game.
I don't know. I think he just runs the ball every play, regardless.
Nope. I don't think so.
And they were just running the clock.
Mac Jones even said, and I think Josh McDaniels also said that their plan wasn't to run the ball every play. It was just to run it until it stopped working, basically, and it just never stopped working. They never got into a position where they didn't have to run it.
Yeah, there was like 3rds and 14s, 3rds and 13s. Give me
some Bills fans like temperature after the game.
Very sad.
Would you say broken?
I'm sad a lot before.
No, like this was different. This felt different. Usually they're a little
testy.
Testy is probably the right word. But you could tell they were expecting a loss, so they were kind of having fun with it. This time they were just sad.
They were demoralized.
Even fun chirping them because like
you felt bad.
He felt bad. Yeah. I mean, it didn't stop me, but
yeah, we saw that video. You got singing the soccer chant in the middle of the stadium.
As you do.
I was doing like strut walking by the cars on the way out too. Looking funny and like stopping by every car and looking at them.
Just regular Bills fans' cars, not like players' cars.
No, okay. The fans. And one guy like did a fake get out of the car because he was mad. It was funny. That guy's a good sport if he's out there.
Not gonna lie, I've seen you. I mean, we went to the Panthers game, and you chanted basically through the entire game, "Who's the home team?" And you were well on your way to your blackout. At the end of the game, as we're walking back, and I only slightly feared for your safety at times when you would basically walk through crowds of Panthers fans chanting things. So I did actually have a legitimate slight worry when we hadn't heard from you the next day after the Buffalo game.
That's true.
But by like 1 o'clock, I had to check in with Steve and be like, "Have you heard from Greg?"
I had to ask Kelly.
Oh, I was in a bad place.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I woke up I had a flight at 6 a.m. the morning after the game. So the Monday night game. Got after it, went to the game, slept in the RV, and then got a ride at like 4 a.m. to the airport.
Holy shit.
Flew to Charlotte, layover, got back to Durham by 9 a.m.
Did you work?
And worked. I was a bag of shit, dude. And like when I say I smelled bad, I can't even put into. I've honestly never smelled worse in my life than I did that one on the plane.
Can we get Kelly to vouch?
That RV must have been disgusting.
It was so disgusting because it was just mud everywhere.
Oh yeah. The videos you sent me made me glad I didn't go up for that game.
No. That's why you go though.
I don't know.
I'd rather be like that than sunny.
That was the video where you were outside and you could see the mud on the ground and the snow falling sideways, and one of your tents had collapsed because the wind was so strong.
Oh yeah.
And you had like a fire in a barrel going to keep warm. And that was when I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'll watch this at home. That's fine.
Great time.
Brutal.
Yeah, because he won.
All right, predictions.
All right.
I started to try and come up with Christmas themed prediction categories.
Good effort.
So we'll start there.
Okay.
I couldn't fit some of these in there. Okay, so the first one is your Santa Claus team, or the team that most personifies Santa Claus when you turn 10 years old. So like the most likely to be a fraud once they get to the big show.
Oh, I was just going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs, mainly because of Andy Reid. Gives off a real strong Santa Claus vibe, but isn't.
Okay.
But I'm going to stick with that because I think that still fits your criteria. I think the Chiefs are frauds.
Okay. I'm going Packers. I think the Packers are fraud.
Aaron Rodgers.
I only say that because they've been frauds every year.
Yeah.
Like how many times have we seen Aaron Rodgers dominate the regular season? They look like a wagon, and then they get to the playoffs and they just lose.
So what you're saying is he is the current version of Peyton Manning?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's hard to win in the NFL. I get that, and I'm not going to like judge a career just by playoff and how you do in the playoffs. But it's hard to say that he doesn't play terribly, but he just doesn't play well enough to win. Like last year was a great example. Him not running in that one from like the 10.
Yep.
Like there's just something about Rodgers that maybe it's like he's like too aloof to have that like competitive razor's edge when those games where that matters, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's what it might be, but
I think you're right.
Sure. Ravens can count.
Because they're not. That's not them. If not the Ravens, then maybe the Rams.
Or the Titans.
Right now, the Rams are just collecting talent. They're saying, hey, you got a big name. Get over here.
That's
Don't
true.
play for us.
Okay, so who's your Rudolph the Rednose Reindeer team? You know, just the fucking leading the charge. Exceeding expectations.
I mean,
everybody's laughing about
the Patriots
about them now, but
you're saying other than the Patriots?
I mean, you can pick Patriots if you want, but that make you fucking.
That's too easy.
Homer. Yeah.
Huh. The Patriots Dynasty podcast has a homer on it. Color me surprised.
We got to do non-Patriots edition.
All right. I would say the Indianapolis Colts.
No.
Colts are good.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz is actually playing sneaky good right now.
Yeah, he'll do something dumb though.
He's only thrown like 4 interceptions on the season or something stupid like that.
He's dead.
And all 4 have been absolute backbreakers.
Probably. But they don't even have to throw the ball anymore.
Yeah.
Just ask the Bills.
I got the Bengals too. I think the Bengals are sneaky good.
Joe Burrow is legit.
And like their receiving core is like pretty nasty.
Jaguars.
What about from the NFC?
Jaguars.
No.
Well, we got a category for that.
Okay.
Vikings, I could see turn it up.
Vikings, 49ers.
Vikings will find a way to lose it at the end all the time.
49ers, well coached, good running game. They can win in January.
I'd be about that.
All right, next category: How the Grinch Stole Christmas team, non-playoff spoiler team.
Interesting.
Lions, dude. I'm taking Lions too. They're playing Green Bay in the last game of the season, dude.
And then they still get the number 1 pick because they have a tie on there.
Yeah, dude. And they're still playing hard. I love watching the Lions.
Seattle.
That's a good one. They can still win games for sure.
Yep. But it's a crapshoot if they're going to win any games or if they're just going to go winless. I can see it going either way. But I bet they could, because the Cardinals, Rams, and Niners are all like fighting for those playoff spots, and I can see the Seahawks throwing a wrench in those plans.
For sure.
Of somebody, right at the end.
All right. Any other bold predictions you guys have?
Urban Meyer gets rehired.
As a what?
By the Jets.
Ooh.
Oh no, give me what's the next thing that's going to come out about Urban Meyer? What's the next scandal that's been brushed under the rug up until now?
He already had a job lined up at a college. He's already had another job for 2 months.
He's been trying to do both.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. That's actually I can see that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a paternity suit.
Paternity. Yeah, that's where I was leaning, somewhere in that direction.
Don't mind grinding, that's for sure.
Yep. I think there's got to be something with the players.
Well, I got another bold prediction.
Oh, okay.
The season does not finish as scheduled.
Oh.
Omicron.
Will not happen. They will finish the season come hell or high water.
Yeah, well, they'll finish it, but they push it back a week or something like that. Or they like...
I don't know.
The EPL in England's already talking about doing that, taking a break.
Really?
Till mid-January.
Wow. Well, they can though, because when does their league run? The EPL. Because they're not
spring.
Yeah, so they're like in the
middle. Halfway through. Yeah.
But we're getting towards the end here. You're getting divisional games. You're getting games that have playoff implications. You're not going to cancel any of them.
Yeah, they'll maybe skip the week in between the Super Bowl, the extra week.
Maybe.
75 players.
Yeah.
Tested positive for COVID in the last 2 days.
The Browns have 20 players.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
That are out, including their top 2 quarterbacks.
And they're all vaccinated. So it's not even like there's anything.
And a lot of them are asymptomatic too.
Yeah.
So who the hell knows?
There's a let them play.
Well, that's what NFL's going to do. It's like, hey, if you're going to be symptomatic here, it's like, as long as you rapid test negative, get in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a problem.
I think that's what they're going to do.
I'm not a health official, though. I'm just an idiot with a computer.
I think at least we can take solace in the fact that the NFL will put money aside and just do what's in the best interest for everybody's health and their families.
Absolutely.
And put that above everything. That's what's most important. So
and they won't bow to public pressure. They'll just do whatever they think is in the best interest.
Oh, you want the newest Patriots related conspiracy?
Sure.
The conspiracy is Bill Belichick is cheating the COVID reporting system by underreporting because they haven't had enough people popped for COVID compared to the rest of the league.
Definitely. I could see him doing it.
And because the Northeast is having a huge spike and the Patriots themselves are not. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Just strip his first round draft pick now.
You may as well.
Let's just get to that part.
Maybe we just don't give him a first round draft pick ever again. All future first round draft picks are forfeited.
Because of some bullshit. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, because safety, league safety, Steve.
Don't worry.
Like you're talking about. Oh my goodness.
What do you think? The Pats got a chance at this thing?
Yep. I mean, where are we at? Greg, we're at 9 wins.
What do we bet on?
The over under was 9.5, and you picked the under.
Oh boy. Trouble with that one.
Yes.
When did I do that? Before the season?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that was our.
Can you put this dog up, Steve?
You literally gave her the squeaky toy.
I didn't give it to her.
Oh my
God. Gave it to her.
Dog.
You're so good at this, Greg.
She loves
Go in the other room.
She loves to hang out, dude.
Hey, go over there.
Moves like an inch just out of his reach.
Oh god. Greg has met his match.
This thing's so immature.
There you go. Told you. Met his match.
Oh my god. Oh.
Now she just wants you to play chase with her, Greg.
Yep. All right. So predictions. Patriots are currently 9-4, first in the AFC, with some tough games coming up, and then not much after that, really. I think, right?
They could lose to the Dolphins. Dolphins are playing well right now.
Colts, Bills, Jaguars, Dolphins. At the Colts, at the Dolphins. Home for the
loss, win.
Okay, so you think they finish?
No. Lose to the Dolphins and the Colts.
Okay, so loss, win, loss.
Yeah, we play the Jaguars.
Yeah.
At home.
I wish just Urban Meyer was there.
In January 2nd, we play the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's gonna be an absolute shit kicking.
That might be bad.
I say Pats win out.
Win out?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. So that would put them. Were they 9-4? Another 4, so 13-4. Steve is saying.
Yep.
Okay. I say I'm thinking 12-5, just because I think that's what I picked to start with, because that's what they average, 12 wins a year.
Okay.
So I think they lose one of the next 2 games, probably either Colts or the Bills. Actually, I think Greg, you're probably right. It's probably the Dolphins at the end of the year.
It is
because if they win these next 2 games, I think if they beat the Bills, they clinch the AFC East regardless.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So
the Bills are 2 games back, so if they don't beat the Patriots, they're basically fucked.
Yeah, because the Patriots have
soft schedule though outside of that.
Right, but they're 3 games up, and they've got the tiebreaker, beating them twice. Right.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so I think they lose one more, 12-5, make the playoffs, first seed. Probably 12 wins to get you the first seed. You think?
Yeah,
It'll be close.
I would think.
Depends.
At least in the AFC. NFC, there's 2 teams with 10 wins already.
It's gonna depend. Yeah, it's gonna depend on Kansas City.
Yeah,
Kansas City is a sneaky, scary team.
Mm-hmm.
It could be. Does any other team scare you? Here's the current playoffs, and just like the teams that are qualified right now is New England, Buffalo, Baltimore, Tennessee, Indianapolis, Kansas City, and the Chargers.
Not really.
The Bengals, maybe.
Baltimore.
No, not Baltimore.
Not if they don't have
they're well
quarterback.
Physical.
Yeah, but they've had some super bad losses this year, it feels like.
Yeah, and then some good wins.
They're barely winning though. They got lucky a lot.
Yeah, but you can say that about the Patriots.
What if we got lucky to win?
Patriots are beating bad teams by a lot that they should be, you know? Baltimore struggles with
Houston?
Cleveland.
You're going to tell me that's not a lucky win? They got outplayed in Houston.
Lucky though.
No, they.
What do you define as lucky then?
And the ball bounced in a certain way, and they, you know, we got lucky in like that Jaguars playoff game.
Patriots don't get lucky. They earn lucky.
They earn.
All right. So what's your Super Bowl then? Give me Super Bowl predictions.
Patriots, Cardinals.
I said Patriots, Rams. We're an upstart young quarterback beats the greatest show on turf down, tie game with a couple minutes left. Instead of playing for overtime, he goes for the field goal and makes it.
Tom Brady's going to do it again, isn't he?
Yep. Well, no, it'll be Pat's Bucks in the Super Bowl, and the world will basically melt down, the football world, because then one of them has to win, especially if Belichick wins it. Can you imagine? Because right now the story is, who's responsible for the Patriots dynasty. And so if Brady wins it without Belichick last year and then Belichick wins it without Brady this year.
Yeah. It's worst of both worlds.
Yeah. All the haters will just, they have nothing that they can use anymore. It'll be amazing. And Brady would be the first team to win a Super Bowl, one in his home stadium and with his first year on a team. And if Belichick does it this year, he'd be the first team to win it with a rookie quarterback, I believe. I think that's
true.
Yeah. The rookie quarterbacks never even made the Super Bowl.
I believe that's true.
Nope.
Because I think Ben Roethlisberger is probably the closest.
He was the closest.
15-1 losing the AFC Championship game.
Well, Brady was in his second year.
Technically, yeah. Yeah, because he was drafted 2000 and played like garbage time against Detroit that year. I think he threw 3 passes.
Lions were beating us up so bad they had to stick Brady in.
Yeah, actually. And he was like 1 for 3 for 6 yards or something. Not an auspicious start.
I don't want to play Brady.
I do. I'd be okay with it.
I don't.
I'd be okay with it. It'd be a good game because it's the Patriots in the Super Bowl and it's Brady in the Super Bowl. It'd be a good game.
Yeah, but you have to root against Brady.
Well, I just want to
I'm okay with it.
The only reason I'm okay with it because everybody else would hate it.
I'm okay with it because he's already won the Super Bowl, so I'm okay rooting against him this year.
I just want to see poor Bills fans, what do they do?
Right now.
What do they do?
Oh, that's that. I have a hypothetical for you guys that I thought of when I was on the toilet the other day. Let's say Tom Brady decides to leave the Buccaneers this year or whenever his thing is up and he can go to one more team. Which team would boost his I don't know, not cred, but his legacy the most? If he went to one more team and took that team to the Super Bowl or won a Super Bowl with one more team.
Lions.
Jets.
See, I first thought the Lions or, a team that hadn't been to Super Bowl, Lions or Browns or someone like that. I think the actual answer is the Buffalo Bills.
No, it's not a big enough market.
49ers.
You got to think market.
No, because
if you won one for the Jets, dude, the Jets are the biggest market in the NFL.
No, I don't. I think
Brady's got to hate the Jets though,
because I think the Bills are beloved, right, by even non-Bills fans outside of the AFC East. People love the Bills because they love the Bills fans and they love that they're a small market team that has been to 4 Super Bowls but lost all 4. The lovable losers, and the one person who they hate the most is Tom Brady, because Tom Brady
You're talking about legacy, you're talking about say you're a fan in England or Australia, right? They've never even heard of the fucking Bills. They know the Jets, they know the Giants, they know the Patriots, they know the Cowboys. Cowboys is a good answer.
49ers.
The Cowboys?
49ers. That's where he grew up.
49ers would be a good one too, yeah.
If we're talking about think about the casual fan and what they think of.
Think about the people in Brazil, Andy.
Yeah.
But that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm talking about NFL legacy, fans of the game. Because right now he's he's accomplished a lot, but he's still like super hated, right? By anybody outside of New England or Tampa Bay.
I don't know if he is.
Yeah, I think like going to a hated team like even more enhances your legacy. Like there's a reason Cowboys are like the biggest team in the league is because half the league fucking hates them and half the league loves them. And that just means they're important, right? Like the Bills is kind of like, oh shucks, they won, or oh shucks, they lost. But no one really thinks like it gets passionate about them winning or losing.
Except Bills fans.
I don't know. I think a lot of people would jump on that bandwagon.
Dallas. If he wins for Dallas, you're gonna have half the people in the league going, God damn it. And the other half being like, oh,
but he already has that with the Patriots. The Patriots are the new Cowboys.
I think he's honestly made the Patriots into that team.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Him and Belichick.
Before he was there, no one gave a shit. But now
we were the Bills.
And that's why we're like now the second most valuable franchise in the NFL.
Yeah. Is it still that way?
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
No, I thought the Patriots were the first.
Oh, really, Andy? You did.
No, I really I thought there was like a news story What a surprise.
I thought the Patriots were double the next best.
I bet Bill Belichick's the highest paid coach.
I mean, probably. He's been there for 20 fucking years. Of course he is.
He probably doesn't make as much as fucking Urban Meyer.
No, you might be honest. Well, it depends on if there's a behavior clause in Urban Meyer's contract.
Well, see what Lincoln Riley got paid to go to USC?
Ridiculous.
Funny money. They don't have to pay the players. Like these college coaches make so much money. I think they make more than NFL coaches.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
Because they don't have to pay the players. So they just throw money at these fucking college guys.
Well, now they do have to pay players, though, right?
No, they're not paying them.
Players can just make
companies
money.
Are paying them.
Yeah.
Barstool's paying them.
Yeah, they didn't even want to allow that. That's how fucking crooked the NCAA is. Like, you don't even have to pay them. We'll get fucking Verizon to pay them or American Airlines. And they're like, no, that'll ruin the amateurism of the game. Like, such bullshit. Andy's on his fifth link trying to find somewhere that says the Patriots worth more.
No, it is the Cowboys. Just barely.
You're definitely looking though.
Just barely.
Just barely.
Trust but verify, Greg.
Yeah, it's fake news.
Give me the bottom five. The least,
five?
The least valuable franchises.
This is a good exercise.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina.
Steve, you got the 32nd most valuable franchise.
Bills.
Yep. $2.27 billion. Well,
Carolina just got sold. So
Carolina is not
on there.
No.
Texans.
They're not in the top 10 either. Texans are not on here.
There's a big market in Houston. Think small town. Green Bay can't be though.
No.
Cleveland.
Cleveland is 29th, $2.6 billion.
Okay. Cincinnati.
Cincinnati is 31st, $2.275 billion.
Yeah.
Which is 0.005 billion more than the Bills.
Pretty big market.
Arizona?
Nope.
Oakland? Oh, they're Las Vegas now. Never mind.
Vegas.
Yeah. Nope.
I don't know. Give us a hint. Kansas City.
No. AFC South is one of the teams.
Tennessee.
Yes.
Indianapolis.
Tennessee.
Oh.
They are 28th. And the other team is one.
Washington.
No, they're actually top. They're number 5.
That is such fucking bullshit.
Right.
That is bullshit.
No, the 30th ranked team is as bad at being valuable as they are at winning football games.
Jaguars?
Think worse. Think longer term.
Lions.
Buccaneers.
Yep. Detroit Lions. $2.4 billion.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Trevor would say it's an overpay.
I think a lot of people, especially Lions fans, would say that's an overpay. But yes, the Dallas Cowboys are worth $6.5 billion. The New England Patriots worth $5 billion. Nobody else is worth more than 5.
$6.5 billion.
They're $1.5 billion more than the Patriots.
Yep. And then the New York Giants are third at 4.85.
The bottom is like $2 billion. The Bills are worth $2 billion. So they're like almost a Bills worth more than the Patriots.
I mean, that feels right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Then it's Giants, Rams, Washington, 49ers, Bears, Jets, Eagles, Broncos. So all like the old school teams.
How the hell are the Reds? Sorry. Ooh.
Washington football team.
Almost got a little fucking pee-pee slap there for that one.
Very
How the
naughty.
hell is Washington a top 5?
They have the worst attendance in the league.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's got to.
No, there's no fans anymore.
That has to affect bottom line.
When was this written? This was August 5th, 2021. So this is recent. So
I don't get it.
They
don't
make
have a
up
good stadium.
valuations, anyways. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good market, but
Until your owner says something racist, and then all of a sudden it becomes real.
wow, matter of time.
Dan, who knows? Hopefully,
You can't call him Dan. You have to call him Mr. Snyder.
He ain't my boss.
That's the rumor. There's some
Look.
like awesome shit coming out about Dan Snyder, like
What about-
super petty stuff.
What about Senor Snyder?
I don't know if he'd go for that.
Wee.
All right.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, if that's your jam. Happy holidays. We will be back at some point. We probably will take a bit of a break over the holidays, I would guess.
Yep. Enjoy your Yuletide joy
Yes.
In your Run DMC.
and your candy canes and apple bobbins.
Apple bobbins? Isn't it like a Halloween thing?
I don't know, dude. I'm spitting off the top of the dome. Good break.
Happy Chase Wintervich, everybody.
Have a very eggy Christmas, everybody.
A very happy Christmas.
Eggy Christmas.
And as always,
Tune in next week to see how much of a blubbering little bitch Greg is on the Patriots Dynasty podcast.
see you later.
See you later.